You never know where this conversation is going to go, and yet we have this conversation daily. Chris Fothergill-Brown from the YouTube channel That's Rank, a food review channel, sort of, kinda. Your whole niche, I guess, is the weirdest foods out there. Anyway, welcome back to the Milkman Show, Chris. What do you got for us today?
Well, John, and it's only Tuesday, so maybe it's a little early in the week to be asking you this very personal question. This feels more like a Thursday question, but
Bring it on.
whatever. Have you ever slapped anybody in the face with your Mr. Solid?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. I wanted to make sure that we were on the same page here. Now, when I say Mr. Solid, I'm actually referring to a brand of chocolate Easter bunny, as I'm sure you were too.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, because somehow what I just described did in fact occur last Friday, which, while it was April Fool's Day, I need to make clear was not an April Fool's joke.
All right.
It happened in Brandon, Ontario. John, do you have any fond memories of Brandon, Ontario?
Nothing but the greatest memories. Brandon is the Las Vegas of Ontario.
John, that was a trick question. Nobody has fond memories of Brandon, Ontario.
And that's why it was a sarcastic answer.
Including the poor store employee who confronted a customer who was shoplifting. Okay. And he wound up taking a big fat Mr. Solid right to the mush. CBC got a quote from the officer who reports the weapon that the 27-year-old male suspect used was less typical than what employees would normally see or be assaulted with. So let's get the word out, John. Criminals are getting creative with their weaponry. So, by the way, I looked. Mr. Solid is actually rated a 3.8 on Amazon out of 5. So if you're looking to purchase one for self-defense, consider getting a Mr. Munchie instead, which has Rice Krispies in the middle, and it gets a 4.0 rating.
Do it right, man. Do it right.
It'll snap, crackle, and pop your way to safety. Now, that wasn't the only food crime that was committed in Canada this week. And I'm not only talking about people who cook their steaks to well done. That's a whole different kind of food crime. You could sleep easily, though, because Canada's maple syrup mafia has finally faced the music. You familiar with the maple syrup mafia?
Educate me, Chris.
Okay, well, between 2011 and 2012, there was a group of individuals, and I swear, this sounds like the Canadian version of Breaking Bad. They replaced the contents of 9,500 barrels of maple syrup with water and stole the product to sell on the black market.
Oh, yeah, there was a guy just sentenced this week for that.
That's right. Now,
okay, yes.
I guess you're well aware then that there's a maple syrup black market then, right?
I didn't know until that happened, yes.
Yeah, sure, John. We all believe you.
Hey!
The ringleaders have been ordered to pay a fine of $9 million back to the Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producers. See, at least this makes more sense to me than the guys who stole millions of dollars of avocados a couple of years ago, because with avocados, you've got like 2 days to sell them. How the hell are you going to unload like $10 million of avocados in a couple of days? Maple syrup, though, it's shelf stable. You can take all the time in the world selling that stuff. But anyway, thankfully, those awful criminal saps have been taken to justice, and we can rest easier knowing our syrup is coming from the true Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producers.
Maple syrup saps. I see what you did there. Chris Fothergill-Brown, always an interesting conversation with you, sir. And your YouTube channel is one of my absolute favorites, and I do encourage folks to check it out and subscribe. When you subscribe, which costs you nothing, you get notification on your phone, on your tablet, that there is a new segment for you to check out. And you post them almost daily, too, don't you, Chris?
I do try to get them up almost daily, yeah.
All right, it's youtube.com/that'srank, and Chris is here with us daily on The Milkman Show.